Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Miss Stone, and we are going to do the Light Up the Lab synthesis of magnesium oxide lab today. So, as you can see, I'm all geared up. Got my goggles, got my apron, got my mask, and I have closed-toed shoes on, but you can't see them, and I'm not that flexible. So, first things first, the pre-laboratory questions. You must answer those before you start this lab. If you don't, I'm going to make you answer them before you can start. Okay? Can I roll? Here we go. So the introduction, you can read that on your own. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Reading the introduction and through the lab will help you answer your pre-lab questions. The objective is to write and balance a synthesis reaction, and then we're just going to relate writing formulas and naming compounds to this lab. So the materials. Crucible, here, over here. A crucible, it's a little cup. Crucible tongs to hold the crucible. Okay, then we're going to have a Bunsen burner. Glorious. We're going to practice lighting those if you're in class. If not, you get to watch me do it. A clay triangle, named appropriately. And then a ring stand, and then a ring. So let me switch it over to here. So as you can see, this is our ring stand, and this is our ring, okay? Don't touch those, okay? I haven't done this lab, so they're not hot, but just a rule of thumb, don't touch them. I'm just showing you, okay? So those are our materials. Down here to our procedure. We need to record the mass of our empty crucible in our data table. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show you how we record the mass and what we're going to do. Let me pull this back up. Perfect. So you're going to come over here to the balance. You're going to hit the on button. You're going to wait for 000 to pop up. You'll open the lid, place the crucible on it, shut the lid. Wait for the numbers to stabilize. Okay? So we have 28.933 grams. So I'm going to write that down. 28.933 grams of empty crucible. Okay? So I've recorded the mass of my empty crucible. I am now going to zero out the balance and add 0.200 grams of magnesium. Okay, so I'm going to use a scoop to touch the magnesium. So first things first, let me flip it back over to here. So I'm going to zero it. So 000 pops up, and I'm adding 0.200 or as close as I can get. So I'm going to lift the lid back up, and this is our magnesium. Okay. So I'm going to use my scoop to carefully add 0.2 grams. And this stuff is really light, so it's more than you think. So I have added a little too much on accident, but you know, we take what we get and we don't get upset. So I have added 0.228 grams of just magnesium. So 0.288 grams of magnesium. Okay, so even though it's more than 0.2, it'll still work. Ideally, 0.228, not 88. Miss Stone already made a mistake. So scratch that. It's 0.228 grams of just magnesium. Yeah, if it was 2.288, that's too much. So as close as 0.200 as you can get. I wasn't being very careful, so don't do what I did. Okay? Now, place the crucible and magnesium on a clay triangle and begin to strongly heat the crucible and magnesium. So now I'm going to flip you over here. Okay. Let me grab my crucible. So we're going to place it on the clay triangle, just like that. We're going to connect, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Connect this end of our Bunsen burner to this valve. Okay? So that's what Miss Stone is doing. You want to make sure you have a nice tight seal. And again, we're going to go over this before we actually do this. So now, let me just get everything out of here. Okay, so you want to make sure you have a nice, clean, open space to do your lab. Okay? That was my phone, sorry. Siri is, I don't know why she's here. So now we have some options. We have flints or matches, okay? So flints, you just press on it and it makes a spark, okay? Matches are matches, all right? I'm gonna use, I'll show you both, okay? So the first thing you need to remember is that when you're using a match, I'll do a match first, you always light the match first, okay? So my match is now lit, so now I can turn the gas on. And I'm gonna turn the gas on slowly and just hold it there. So now, I don't know if you can see that, but, no, that makes it worse. But, guys, just roll with it, okay? There is a flame, okay? If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear a very quiet, like, noise. That's the noise you want. It's nice and blue, almost invisible, and that's the type of flame we want. We do not want a flame that, okay, I can't get it. But even better here, you can see the inner cone of the flame, okay? So that's how you do it with a match. So now I'm gonna shut off the gas by just turning this valve perpendicular to this, okay? Let's do it with the flint. So the flint's a little different. You can see me. So you're gonna hold the flint here and see it makes the sparks. So you're gonna wanna be sparking this as you're turning the gas on. So turn the gas on, and if you don't get it, like Miss Stone didn't get that, if you don't get it after 3 attempts, abort, okay? Turn the gas off, give the gas a second to kind of dissipate, because the worst thing that you can do is let the gas run, light a spark or anything and have it blow up in your face, okay? So, like, yes, there are actual real dangers to doing chemistry. So Miss Stone's going to try this again. Wish her luck. So I got it. It wasn't the best. I prefer using matches, but, you know, to each their own. Okay? So again, we can hear the of the flame. So now we are ready to heat our magnesium. So we are going to grab, where are you? Grab the base of our Bunsen burner. This doesn't get hot. You can hold this. And we're going to put it directly beneath our crucible. Okay? Make sure when you let it go, it doesn't go flying. But this is what we're working with. Ooh, that was horrible. So this will take a few moments, a few minutes, but good things come to those who wait. I'm so sorry, I'm like a bad cameraman. Okay, so this is what we've got going on. As you can see, the clay triangle is getting red with heat. The flame is turning orange. That's what we want. That's okay. So if you're doing this lab in class with me, you can go ahead and turn off this video if you're watching it, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But if you're a fully remote student, this is your lab, so hang on tight. I don't know what else to say, but just wait for it. Okay? As you can see, it's starting to go. Okay, so I'm not going to look directly at it because it's really bad for your eyes, actually. But the camera, I don't know if it's bad for the camera or not. So as you can see, there's stuff happening. So I would be writing stuff down in your observations at this point. And then once you think your reaction is done, like I think we're okay. I think we're pretty good. So I'm going to shut the gas off. And I'm going to let that cool down for a little bit, okay? It's very hot, so I'm just going to let it chill, okay? I'll come back to you when we're ready for the next step. Okay, guys, so I have let that cooled for about another 5 minutes. I'm not really satisfied with how it came out. I think it might have a little more reacting to do, so I'm just going to heat it up one more time, okay? So to do that, I'm going to remove... Oh, there we go. No, wrong this way. I'm going to remove the Bunsen burner from underneath the crucible. And I'm going to light it again where I have lots of space. Yep. See, it goes out. It happens to all of us, you know. I've been lighting Bunsen burners for 8 years. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to heat this up again. Try to react everything. Just like 2 more minutes, okay? So I'll take you with me. Whoa, you're like, oh my God, Miss Stone, don't ever become a cameraman. Just make sure it's not hot. That'd be really bad. So we're just heating it, making sure it's fully reacted. I'm going to put you back down. You can see the side view. Okay. Yep, I knew it. There's some light being emitted, so there's still some that has to react in there. So once I'm sure that this is done reacting, I'm going to give it like 30 more seconds because that flame does get pretty hot. Yeah, we're still going. So I'll come back to you when I'm done heating. Okay, so I'm done heating the crucible. So I'm going to show you how we take it off. This has taken years of practice, so don't worry, no big deal. So you're going to take your tongs and you're going to grab your crucible like this. It's not really holding it, it's just kind of sitting in there. And we can actually put this on the table to have it cool a little bit faster. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to let this cool for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. This has completely cooled, so you want to wait until this has cooled and you can touch it. So looking in there, that is the new product we have formed. So Miss Stone, according to the procedure, is going to mass the crucible and its contents and then record the mass. So let me flip you back this way. And I'm sorry, my goggles are fogging up because of my mask. So I'm going to zero this again, tear it. And I'm going to open this, close it. So now my new mass of my crucible and product is 29.288. I'm going to write that over here. So 29.288 grams for my crucible and product. And yeah, so now I am ready. Let me shut this off. Now I am ready to complete my data table and answer the post-lab questions. So I hope this lab was helpful for you guys. And yeah, happy first experiment of chemistry.